Well, right now, relive the works of Glass, Mozart, and Brahms, all on stage tomorrow. It's the latest concert from the Las Vegas Philharmonic.
That's right. And here with more is concertmaster Deanne Letourneau, who is also going to be the guest soloist for the performance.
Yes.
How do you book that one?
Oh, you know what? It's
You
a
do
lot. Yeah. I kind of know a couple people. Yes.
So first of all, tell us about the concerto that you're going to be performing.
Oh, it's the Brahms Violin Concerto, probably one of the biggest concertos in our repertoire. Huge concerto, first time performance for me to perform this concerto. It is. At this age,
That's
performing
surprising.
this, it is. You know, I was always contracted to play like the real flashy, the Paganinis and Tchaikovskys, but the Brahms is just this mature, huge sounding piece, and I just get the best opportunity to play it with our orchestra, with Mr. Donato. And at the Smith Center, I was in the hall last night just playing because I have another special surprise for people, and that's that violin that I'm playing on.
Yeah, this violin has its own story.
Has its own story. The history, when you think of this concert, there's Mozart, with the exception of the Glass, of course, the Mozart Symphony number 38, the Brahms
38.
Concerto,
Yeah, of course.
Prague,
Way better than 37.
Way better
He
than
came a long
37.
way,
I
yeah.
mean, he keeps getting better each symphony. And but this violin in 1726, it's around this time. Mozart, Brahms. I mean, if someone was playing the Brahms Concerto in 1800s, they were probably playing on a Strad or an Amati or a Guarneri. So this instrument, I was just talking to someone and I said, this instrument seems to know this concerto a lot better than I do.
Of course, yeah.
Are you ever nervous or intimidated to play a piece of history like that? Are you ever,
You know,
I mean, I don't want to put it in your head, but
No.
what happens if you drop it?
No, you know, it's like an arm for me. It's so, if I
100%.
approach the instrument as a violinist that I am, it's an arm. But when I open the case,
Yeah.
it's like history just comes at me. I think Benjamin Franklin was like in his 20s when this instrument was built. I mean,
Wow.
you know, when you put it in that kind of perspective, that kind of history on stage, and that sound, it's powerful, it's sweet, and I was playing in the high notes. My parents were in the audience. It was so funny, like a private concert just for them yesterday at the Smith Center. And that sound will ring for days.
No kidding.
This violin is phenomenal. And to play it with our orchestra, I cannot wait.
What's it worth?
It's worth $4.5 million. Of course, you know, I was going to make payments at like $5 a month, but yeah, you know, they turned me down. I don't
They
know.
sell them at
Maybe
Rent a
if you
Center. You just
started
got a
back
$5
in
plan.
1723.
I should have had my ancestors on this. I'm really upset about this.
That's
You know
awesome.
what I love, though, is that you had that private opportunity to do a private concert for your parents. And for me as a parent, I'm just thinking, all of those years of lessons paid off.
They are so proud. They flew in from Wisconsin. They're so proud.
There we
My
go.
aunt and
I
uncle
love
are
it.
coming in from Wisconsin. So it's really, they're so proud because, again, all those competitions and all those music festivals in colleges and, dresses and lessons. And,
Now you're adding it up in your head. Are we
As a parent-
anywhere near the 4.5?
Yes.
All the bad notes when you were starting.
all the bad notes. You know,
God.
oh no,
Yeah.
you know. But now as a parent myself, I know because my daughters are all on their own. One's dance, one is singer-actor, the other one is a black belt Taekwondo competing. So they're all in their own thing. So it's
That's
just,
awesome.
yeah.
We're talking at the top, the orchestra obviously playing a lot of the greats, Mozart and Brahms, but we mentioned Glass. Who's Glass?
Philip Glass. Phenomenal composer, obviously modern, 20th century, and we've never done anything by Glass at this orchestra. And so it's really, and I'm not playing the first part of the concert. We have a guest concertmaster in this week. And it's just, it's phenomenal where Donato is taking this orchestra and reaching out and doing different things and getting different sounds and really catching every part of an audience that we've never really reached before. Even in our youth series, the kids, the things that we were doing, the big percussion piece that they worked with the kids, was one of their favorite things on the whole program. It was just fabulous. So I'm so excited to get in there tonight with the orchestra. All my friends.
Well, gosh. I love that you mentioned working with kids. And as a parent, how do you encourage children to be musical? How do you get them to stick with, you know, I always say reading isn't a lot of fun until you know how to read.
Oh, you know what? It's a great question, and I'm so passionate about young people, and I try to get them to the concerts. I have a lot of my students and some CCSD kids are coming tomorrow morning.
The program that you have, yeah.
Yes, the program we have, and even my own kids, as much as they're in everything else, they all play music. Music is so important, and it's so part of everyone's lives. But the most important is to get people out to the concerts. I know we do student tickets for the Philharmonic, and
At
to
a great
see
discount as
at a
well.
great
Yeah.
discount. Student rush tickets, I believe they're $10 or something
wow.
for
Wow.
students, and it's a phenomenal opportunity. It's great to hear a band. It's great to go see, of course, with Celine and everything, but to see a symphonic orchestra, it's teamwork at its highest level, and it's music and sound that it's acoustic. It's not, there's no electricity. We're not plugging in anything, and to hear it in a hall that's meant for that kind of music, that is what hooks every kid. Even if they never play an instrument, or they play and they stop by the time they go to college, they will always be music lovers, which will get them to go to other concerts, symphony concerts, to have their kids work in music. And you know,
It's a gateway concert.
That's exactly it. It's exactly it. It's so important. I want kids to hear. I'm going out next week to lots of different schools with this instrument, because the history besides the sound of this instrument is so important to say, 300 years ago, this is what they were doing, and they didn't have computers, and they didn't have anything, and it's still better than anything they can make today.
Well, it is phenomenal having you here, and we're looking forward to the show tomorrow.
Oh, can't wait to see everybody come.
There we go. Las Vegas Philharmonic, they're offering tickets starting at just $26. They offer a very attractive pricing, by the way, for groups of 10 or more, and they have discounts for students, seniors, and military.
And they're performing the works of Glass, as we spoke about, Mozart and Brahms, tomorrow night at 7:30 inside the Smith Center. For your tickets and more information, call the number on your screen or check out the website. The Las Vegas Philharmonic is also on Facebook and Twitter.
And